everybody, welcome back to Emmy Lou Books. Thank you so much for joining me again. In today's video, as promised, I'm going to be talking about underrated YA authors and series. So the authors that I'm going to be focusing on today are Amanda Hocking, Kelly Armstrong and Julie Kagawa. So I'm going to be starting with Amanda Hocking because she is really a YA author that I feel doesn't get enough recognition and is underrated. And the series that I'm going to be talking about is the Trill series, and I'm really sorry if I'm saying that wrong. There are 3 books in this series. The first book is Switched, the second book is Torn, and the third book is Ascend. And essentially what this series is about is it follows a young girl called Wendy, and when Wendy was 6 years old, her mother tried to kill her. So her and her brother are sent to go and live with their auntie. And then fast forward years down the line, Wendy is in high school, she's 17 years old, and she meets a boy called Finn. And Finn is very strange and mysterious, and they become friends. But one evening he reveals to Wendy that he has been sent from this magical faraway kingdom to come and find Wendy and tell her that basically she is a troll princess and that she has come to find Wendy and to take her back to this magical kingdom so that Wendy can meet her true biological family and can learn about her true identity. This is a really fun series. It was actually the first series that I read by Amanda Hocking and I really loved it. So if it sounds like your kind of thing, then I would definitely recommend picking this up. Especially if you haven't read any Amanda Hocking before, I would highly recommend starting with this series because it is fantastic. The second underrated YA author that I'm going to be talking about with you today is Kelly Armstrong. I know that she has written a ton of series, but the series that I'm going to be talking about today is the Canesville series. So the first book is Omens, the second book is Visions, and the third book is Deceptions. I believe there is book 4, 5 and possibly even 6. This I would class as a paranormal type YA series. It follows a young woman called Liv, and Liv finds out 2 really big things about herself at the beginning of the series in book 1. The first thing that she discovers is that she is adopted, and the second thing that she discovers is that her real biological parents are notorious serial killers. So Liv decides to go back to her hometown and to try and discover the truth about her parents while also discovering the truth about who she really is and her identity. And along the way, she kind of has some help. She sees omens and she has visions which kind of help her along her way to discovering the truth. It's a really interesting series. There's a lot more to it than what I'm making out. It's really fun. There are a lot of twists and turns, and as I say, there are more books to this series than just these 3, and I definitely plan to continue reading it. So if you haven't started this series yet, I highly recommend it. It is really good. The final YA author that I'm going to be talking about today that I feel is underrated is Julie Kagawa, and the series that I'm going to be talking about is the Talon series. So the first book in the Talon series is called Talon, the second book is called Rogue, the third book is called Soldier, and the the 4th book is called Legion. There is a 5th book out called Inferno, but I am yet to pick that up, but I hope to very soon. So this series follows siblings Ember and Dante, and they are part of the Talon organization, who are basically dragons. And I hadn't come across a YA series that had dragons in it, which is what first attracted me to this series. And this series is an absolute blast. It's so much fun. I have such good memories from reading this, and I still haven't finished. So I definitely plan to get the 5th and final book. Ember and Dante, as I said, are both dragons. They are part of the Talon organisation. And then on the other side, you have the Order of St. George, which are the humans, the soldiers who are against the Talon organisation. And basically, as the series goes on, these two sides kind of are against each other, and Ember and Dante start to question their allegiance to Talon and what Talon is really up to. And it's a really, really fun series. I highly recommend it. And that is the Talon series by Julie Kagawa. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you very soon for another video. Thank you, bye!